Okay. So right now, I'm gonna try to just roll with this because I keep looking at it on YouTube and it's like kind of behind. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's not too far behind like before, but I'm trying to make sure that I don't start lagging again, because I don't want you guys to have an uncomfortable experience watching a bunch of lagging. Everything looks good so far. So now I should yeah, it keeps dropping behind a little bit, which is not great for the game. It's kind of frustrating. Unless I need to turn up the frames, but we'll try that another time. Anyways, I hope all of you are having a great day. We're just gonna see how this goes. Hopefully at least it's not as bad as last time, but you couldn't see anything, really. Regardless, I'm gonna push through this for about an hour or two and just see how this goes. Again, I hope your days are great. Let me know down in the chat how your day's been. What's something new you learned today? Whether it's a different dog breed, that you don't actually like caramel macchiatos, or I don't know, anything else? Anything new you learned today? Just drop it in the chat. In the meantime, we are going to get this going. So I'm gonna cut the music. And we're gonna get into the game. And hi, Cooch. How's it going, Cooch? It was cool. Alright, got into a game. Hopefully I don't get kicked out the game. So far, so good. Also, I finally put up my tapestry. Finally. There wasn't anything super difficult about it. I just hadn't put it up yet. So, enjoy. This is definitely my first tapestry. I'm really happy about it. But, also, since I'm just really talking to Cooch, do you know what this tapestry is based off of? Goodness. Maybe I need to drink coffee before these. Anyways. Do you know what this is based off of and what this means and like represents? If you do, drop it in the chat. Or your best guess. It's not necessarily wrong, but there is a whole meaning behind it. So let me know. I'm hoping we start soon. I'm gonna start waiting to get to 10. Badussy? Or Bad Ussy? Which one is it? Badussy? Water. That's... No, it has a deeper meaning. Goodness. Before you left the game. You are all fuckers. One shapeshift. I need brown. What is happening? I need brown. Okay. We started. Great. Let's go to the brig. I'm not understanding why there's lag. And let's... Alright. What's going on? I looked up on it. What? When I play. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't understand why. It shouldn't be so laggy. Okay. It's not that bad right now. I can't tell on my side. Alright, what's going on? Who am I voting? The game just started. I'm just gonna skip. Step Sussy? Or Sussy? Or Steps Ussy? Ussy. I don't know. Dabby Doo. Is that Scooby? Scooby? No? Okay. Go to records. Hmm. Ooh, goodness. Hello, Mimi. God. Hmm. That's so weird. I don't understand why it's doing this badly. Oh. I'm electrical. Sorry if it's not you. I'm gonna skip again. I can't do this. I can't deal with this. Oh, damn. Didn't I have the option to go to records? Why didn't I? Silly. Please. Sliding the card. Sliding the card is the worst part of this game for me. That scared me. No. No, 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 no. Please don't hurt me. Oh. I don't want my cheeks clapped. Who got? I don't really know. Damn door. Yes. Okay. Look at that. Oh. Too fast. I'm going too fast? I don't know how to slow down! The dog is standing and laying back down. Mm. Man, oh man. How do I... This is frustrating. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I just put it onto myself because I'm really trying to figure it out. Don't know why this is happening. Completely off topic. Have any of you accidentally, or on purpose, tasted soap before? Is it moving super slow? Or like... Oh yeah, it's moving super slow. This is gonna make my brain melt. So, when you slipped on the detergent, did that like... I probably do. I probably do. I probably do. I probably do know of this story. here's what I will say. I have definitely not swallowed or completely ingested soap, but I basically ate soap. I basically ate soap. Yeah, I used to suck the what? When I was a kid. One time it was still soapy. That's, I don't know. You know what? That's fine. We've all done weird stuff as kids. I think. But most people have. I'd like to think most people have. Whew. What were you doing? Did you just like take the rag out? Like, were you taking a bath? Like, what was going on? Did you just wet a rag and just like put it in your mouth? Was it your rag? Was it somebody else's? I have many questions. You need to explain, please. Please explain. Oh. It was mine. I just like, ew. That's really funny. Okay. So, that's so weird. When I first start, I'm not really lagging. But as soon as I start, especially really playing the video game, it gets laggy. I don't know how to fix that. Oh. I definitely, oops, I bumped my mic. I definitely have done that, the rag thing, but It was my rag. It was mine. However, there was never soap. I always checked. Did I stick a bar of soap in my mouth before? Yes. But it only took once for me to let that go. So it's fine. It's fine. It is fine. And I didn't swallow it. So it's okay. It is completely okay.
Looking for a way to make some quick cash? Well,
I'm
making
just
money
saying.
with DoorDash is super
I'm just
easy,
saying,
guys.
though.
I love riding my bike around the city, and now
Like, do we really want to endorse people sucking soap out of rags, you know? You're not surprised. Wow. That's so mean. Oof, my ear. So here's a question for the chat. Here's a question for you guys. And hear me out. I really gotta figure out this game thing. But, in the meantime, right? Shoot off any questions in the group chat to me right now. I'm very, very curious. And I want to know what you want to ask. And it could be anything at all. Anything going on in the world. Anything just of interest. Feel free to ask. Also, Mimi. Ouch. Please. Enlighten me. Do you know what this is? This backdrop. My tapestry that I have up here. You don't need to know exactly who it was made by and everything. But simply just ask. Just tell me. What do you think my tapestry means? Okay? Your best guess. I didn't spell anything. Dust just bothers me. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Dust makes me sneeze a lot. So I definitely get the feeling of having to clean. Yeah. That's what you have to do in between. You can't just have it sound so blank and empty. If you were to go on America's Got Talent, what would you perform? What would I perform? Favorite dog breed? Okay. So, if I were to go on America's Got Talent, I would sing. I'd probably sing. Excuse me. Whew. It looks like this Japanese artist thing I saw once. The Big Wave. Yes, you are correct. Do you know the meaning of it? I just like asking. I generally know the meaning of it. So we're all in the same boat. I don't know what or the Great Wave. The Great Wave. I don't know what it's called, but it's like Japanese art. Yes. So let's see. So, for me, it also looks cool because, you know, your girl loves Demon Slayer. It's like Demon Slayer. Okay. So, it's called the Great Wave. And basically, what it is, or what it means, at least to me, is that the Great Wave is a collection of momentum traveling forward, and all it takes in a sense is, I believe, dropping this one rock, and it causes the wave to travel forward. And so I always like the idea of this, and I thought it was a really interesting piece of art. Obviously, I am not the most versed when it comes to art and understanding it. Yeah, it's like momentum. You could say strength, but it's a collection of, from one little ripple, growing and growing and growing and becoming stronger into this giant wave. And it's all like a representation of the couple of steps that you take is compounding. It grows and it rolls further and further. So again, obviously I'm not the most versed, but that's my understanding or interpretation of this really awesome, timeless painting that got turned into a tapestry. The song I would sing on America's Got Talent, it would probably be Garnet singing Stronger Than You, or the other one with Connie, the other song with Connie. It's not called Take a Moment, I don't think, or I think it's called Breathe. I think it's called Breathe, so I could be wrong. And my favorite dog breed, that's really hard. That's really hard to say. If I had to pick realistically, where I am currently in my life, if I were to get a dog, I would want... The dog breed I would want would be... I've been looking at this dog breed called a Brohomer, just cause. That's a cool dog breed. What else? What's the other one? I love Cane Corsos. Yeah, I love Cane Corsos. I like pit bulls a lot. It's just they're hard to take anywhere. They're illegal in a lot of places. So if you were to move from state to state or travel with them, you could probably even say the same maybe for a Cane Corso, just because of their size. But I know pit bulls are definitely harder. Like in I think certain parts of the UK or something, like you can have an English Mastiff but not a pit bull. So something to keep in mind. Like even now, there's a lot of shelters that don't allow people to get a pit bull if they live in Maryland, even if they do, even if they don't live in like the PG County portion, they still can't really have pit bulls. And obviously, that's if you get caught, I guess, because I still see people do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it because you can upset your neighbor, or somebody is just a stickler for the law, or they don't like your dog, or they see your dog as scary. Regardless of whatever your dog is doing, and it's just not worth, having your dog taken. I don't think. So, that's something that I do know. So I love pit bulls, but they're just hard to take places, especially without, being criticized for having that breed. And on top of it, if the dog gets reactive, which isn't always the case, any dog can be aggressive, reactive, whatever. But it's just, I don't know. People are quicker to criticizing animals and criticizing the owners and that kind of thing, when it's like, just let the dog be a dog. They're trying to figure it out. At least owners that care, they're not trying to let their dog run off and do whatever, but actually be there for the dog, train the dog, control the dog. So I don't know. But Brohomer, I really like. There's a dog I saw recently. Oh man. Belgian Malinois are super dope. I wouldn't own one. But they're cool. They're really cool. A Bourseron, I think is how you pronounce it. It's a French dog. I love Cavaliers. That is the dog that will always have my heart. I love Cavaliers. That's kind of it, really. Like, favorite? Like, I love all dogs. But, like, when I think of favorite, I think of a dog that I want to own or work with the most. Rotties are fun. Boxers are also fun in a different way. They're a bit more... They're both kind of goofy from what I've seen, but boxers are definitely almost like a class clown of like the Mastiff world, I would say. Yeah. That's about it. That's all I got. Any other questions? Because I don't want to keep running this game and like you guys just see a crappy stream. So I'd rather just talk to you guys and just have to test run this again and figure it out. Because it always messes up when I game. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. You like the Cavalier too. And I just old man still sleeping over there. He has 2 blankets. So sometimes he gets up and like ruffles them around his blankets. Or like does a quality stretch or something. So anytime you hear like metal kind of clashing or him or it's like shaking basically, that's him getting a little stretch and a little shake in there. This is a nice song. Also, this music I actually found through another YouTuber, and his name is Harris Healer, but he has a channel called Harris Healer, and then he has another channel called Alpha Gaming, and yeah. Hold on, let me open my notes. I got some good questions. Nice. Okay. But Harris Healer, he created Streambeats, which actually has like, I think 6 or 7 different genres. And I usually just play the lo-fi one. And it's on Spotify, and it's free, and it's safe to stream that music. whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. And he provides a couple other things, like I think the licensing, like if you need it as proof in case anything happens. But that's the music that I usually play. Just putting it out there if you're curious, because I actually just like the music in itself. It's really, really nice that I can play music and there's no repercussions to it, or have to worry, or have to search for like different songs to play in the background like this. And then also most likely only having like 5 songs that I repeatedly play over and over and over again. And that's not really fun. It's really tiring on, I would think, the listeners. So even if it is a small detail and it's music behind my voice, it's still something to think about and consider. So I prefer to play not as distracting music, but calming music while streaming. I'm wondering what these questions are. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? I've received a lot of good advice, though. I've received a lot of good advice. Life is like, I think the quote was like, life is like a RPG game. And I believe this was from Dr. K. And the channel is called Healthy Gamer GG. And it was something like, life is like a RPG and you've spent your time on the wrong builds or something like that. And I think that's really interesting because a lot of people never finish the quote where it goes like, if you have like a skill of 1, you master it. But if you have a skill of multiple, you've mastered none or something. And it's actually kind of inaccurate. It's not a finished quote. Most people know the first half of a quote, and so they think that if I put all of my energy, also sometimes when I'm talking weird, I just want to say, I can also hear my own voice, so it throws me off a little bit, but it helps for me to know how loud I am, or if I need to adjust anything. Hopefully in the future I won't have to do this. But anyways, putting all of your energy into one skill is counterproductive. You're not a 2-dimensional human being, but also life is gonna throw at you more things than you can anticipate happening. And so I just don't see it worthwhile to say, oh, let me just focus on computers, let me just focus on gymnastics, let me just focus on this one thing for many years. And don't get me wrong, you can definitely specialize in something, especially if you might be naturally good at it, or if you have a very just deep interest in it. But yes, thank you. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but the jack of one trade is only the jack of one. Yes. It is something like that. Thank you. So, what I'm getting at is that we're multi-dimensional human beings. And to focus the majority, if not the entirety, of one's life onto one thing is counterproductive. It's really harmful because you probably can't even get better at the one thing that you're really into without learning another skill. Like, and it's there's so much there, but you can't spend all of your time only knowing this one skill and mastering this one skill and being inept or unable to do many other things. It's like being so great at financing, but you have nowhere to apply this knowledge because no one likes working with you. Because you're emotionally immature. You haven't paid attention to that, and that's a skill. It's a skill to be emotionally intelligent, to learn how to communicate your emotions, to learn how to think in a safe, in a caring, in a conscious manner. So
this Friday.
So I think that it's just never a good idea to have one strong skill. It's never a good idea. And I don't see how it would benefit you in the long run. Like, just really think about that. In order to get through school, you have to kind of tap into these different skills. If you want to get good at gymnastics, you have to get good at nutrition. You have to get good at scheduling, at time management. You have to get good at recovery. You have to get good at mental health and managing it. You have to get good at a lot of things. And then it's like mentoring. Well, now you have to get good at communicating. You have to get good at being empathetic. You have to get good at a lot of things. So, I would just be weary of... I would be weary of just having this one big skill and, like, not enough mediums level skills that you could potentially level up into big skills. Because you're gonna start off somewhere and be crap. That's normal. Be shit for a while and get good. But, like, don't make that a reason to not get good. That you just start off shit. You know. All fighters started off somewhere, and most of them started off as shit. So, best piece of advice, don't just focus on one skill. Give a little bit of time to everything, and a thing that you're most interested at the time. Yes, put what you got into it, but not everything. Give it as close to 100% as you can, and still show interest in other things, you know? You want to be a well-rounded, balanced person, not just a one-trick pony. If you were in a show or a movie, what would your theme song be? Oh, 100%. Excuse me. Steven Universe, Stronger Than You, or oh, why did that song leave my mind? I like different songs by NF, N capital F. Um, hmm. Okay. That's a hard one. Because it also depends on the movie. Can it just be like a collection of like clapping? They just walk into a room, just like that'd be funny. That'd be cool. If I had a talk show, who would be your first 3 guests? Who would my first 3 guests be? It might be, people might think because of how things are going right now, but I would say Zendaya, probably Tom, honestly, this other YouTuber, his name is Anthony Rossinello, and which reminds me, tonight he's actually live streaming on his other channel, but I think I could have just such fun conversations with him. I'm curious about Tom Holland being Spider-Man. Yes, I could watch all the interviews, but I feel like I would ask more specific and interesting questions, perhaps, than what I've seen. Zendaya, I mean, she's just quirky, she's fun, and she's kind of an introvert, which is nice because I'm a little bit more of an introvert myself. So I feel like there would also be maybe a little bit of understanding there. And Anthony is just fun to talk to. And if I had all 3 of them in the same room, I think it would just be kind of hectic, but in a good way. So I think those 3 would be my first guest. Also, those are like the 3 people I probably pay the most attention to right now on social media. Oh, and this one guy called Blackie Chan on YouTube and Instagram. He's like a self-taught like fighter, and he just seems really cool and down to earth and super intelligent. He's actually I think an accountant is his actual job. So again, something to think about. He's able to use his accountant skills into learning how to be a great fighter. I just think he'd be interesting to talk to. So, yeah. What famous person or historical figure would you most want to spend a day with? Applause is the soundtrack. Yeah. Who would I want to spend a day with? Who would I want to spend a day with? Oh, I know. I should have said her for the
This
first
is Ice
3
T Strong.
guests. I should have said her for the first 3 guests. I would hang out with Coco Jones. Woo. Knock something over. Okay. You're alright. Yeah, I would hang out with Coco Jones. Here's why. I think that she is, obviously, when you're in front of a camera, to a certain extent, you're not 100% yourself. But I do think there are entertainers, there are content creators that are close as possible to who they are on a day-to-day basis. And you can kind of tell, I think. Or they're just, well trained, depending on who you're talking about. So, with that being said, I think Coco Jones, her different voices that she does, how funny she is to me, she's just a weird, generally optimistic, kind of outgoing person who is competitive, but isn't afraid to be seen doing something wrong. She just kind of takes it in stride, and she's like, I'll do better next time, or, make jokes about it. She doesn't take herself too seriously. Seriously in areas that she needs to, but personality and just talking to people, getting to know someone, hanging out, 100%, I would spend a day with Coco Jones. I think that'd be fun. And we'd pet dogs and stuff. Y'all gonna eat sand together. Okay, listen. She didn't say that she ate sand. She said it looks good. Okay? And I never said that I eat sand. That's rude. Okay? Dang. Alright. The next question. What's your favorite fan fiction trope? Or AU? Anime universe? I think that means anime universe. Stronger Than You is a good song, also. Or Applause by Lady Gaga, that'd be funny. It was the theme song. Intro, or Walking In, whatever theme song. My favorite fan fiction trope? Fan fiction trope? Fan fiction trope? If I even really like any fan fiction tropes, because they're all so stereotypical in a way that's not really pleasant or understandable. Alternate universe. Okay. Alternate universe. Like Flower Shop, Soulmate. Am I missing something? Etc. etc. Favorite fan fiction trope or alternate universe? is something like, I don't really care for Harry Potter, but like that's an alternate universe. I don't know. I guess I'd like to be in the Pokemon world and like slap some sense into Ash, because he's like, he seems kind of tormented sometimes. He doesn't really care about his Pokemon. He really doesn't seem to care about his Pokemon. He's tripping sometimes. It's so hard to watch. And then he's still like 10 for years. Like, did he eat one of those, was it an Everstone, I think? Was there a gasp? What did I do? Confused. What did I do? Yeah. That's all I got. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is, really. Like, I don't get it. Cooch, do you have any questions? Woo! Sorry. And after this, I'm going to eat. Take the dog out again. I'm sorry if my response was disappointing. Yeah, see? Ash is really unhinged. That's the word. Is he getting out? No, he just flipped over. The old man flipped over. I have a scratch on my nose. But yeah, Mimi, if you have any more questions, go for it. Fave song. I've been listening to a lot of Fouché lately. I went back to this song from Pirate? Was it North Pirates or something? It's a K-pop kind of like rock group, I think, or something. And or is it called N-Fly? I can't remember. Hello. Do you want me to pet you? Okay. Just a little bit of snoot. Hello. Oh, don't knock my thingy down. I forgot where I was at. Hey, stop. My favorite song would be turn around. Ow, ow, ow. Also, this old man here, he's actually a pit bull himself. Obviously, when I say pit bull in this specific case, he's actually just more of a mutt and looks like a pit bull. So, he likes his sides rubbed. He likes anything rubbed, really. Mostly his belly. If you had to choose between going down a 100-foot water slide or walking up the steps of a 100-foot tall building, which would you do? Oh dear. I don't want to walk. The water slide is scary. That sounds terrifying. And then if I like fall and die, or like slip off the side or something, like I don't know. I definitely don't want to walk though. I'm not making that. I guess the water slide. Oh, they're both terrible, but I'd rather do the water slide, I think. If you were in a SpongeBob episode, which episode? Oh, if I was a SpongeBob episode, which episode would I be? Come here. What are you doing? Come here. Oh, you heard something, didn't you? That's why. These headphones keep me from hearing anything. If I were a SpongeBob episode, I'd be... I don't remember the names. But I think I'd be that SpongeBob episode. Oh, shut up. I think I'd be that SpongeBob episode where. Chill. I think I'd be that SpongeBob episode where there's those eyes sticking out of Patrick's house. Alright. he wanted to see what Buffy was doing, or he thought he heard something.
So my in-laws just called to let us know they're on their way
I
over,
don't
and
think anything is going on. Yes, they are both scary. Oh, they are. Okay. What 1 to 3 superpowers would you give yourself based on your zodiac sign? My zodiac, so I'm a Scorpio. Scorpio sun, Cancer rising, and Virgo moon. In some iterations or some versions, Leo moon. I think the Virgo makes more sense. Yeah. Who are you people? Yeah, I'd be that episode. Hibernation week. Okay. My first power would be touching anything and it dies. But also touching anything and it comes to life. Because when it comes to Scorpio, death and transformation is a big thing. So I'd also be a shapeshifter. Is that 2 or 3? I'm gonna just assume that death and life is the first one. And I can also pick what I actually want to die or kill, and which ones I want to bring back to life, where I can still touch stuff and nothing like implodes. So yeah, it would be that, the shapeshifter, I guess the third one, because this is really common or said about Scorpios a lot, I'd also have like really heightened sexual energy, if that makes sense. Like I could put it onto other people. So like almost like a hypnosis, but people are romantically interested in me and I can like control them in that aspect. Like that's how I could control them. Yeah, those would be my 3 powers for sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Not gonna lie, you could torture motherfuckers like at that. Well, my bad, but it's the truth. I'm thinking of the most common things that are associated with Scorpios, and it's death, transformation, and sex. It's also Pluto, and Mars that I'm ruled by, or Scorpios are ruled by, so it's also something to think about. Like that SpongeBob episode with the egg and the light, and Patrick's in boarding school and he is all life, death, life, death, turning the light on and off. Yeah. Actually, I could be that episode. I could be that episode. It's not just like Patrick, so he needs the light to survive. Without it, Roger would die. Yeah. I'd probably be actually that episode. Now that I think about it, there's a lot of episodes of SpongeBob. It's hard to pick. But, yeah. I think that's what my powers would be. I will take a couple more questions before I go and let the doggy outside. Unless he just went down there to check stuff out or something. Which social media platform is your least favorite and why? I'm assuming this has to be a still active one. Oh. Snapchat and TikTok are kind of even. It may be the case that I might have to start using TikTok down the line, but Snapchat is only one feature in texting people. And now every other social media platform has that feature. And you can message people. And you can do other stuff. So Snapchat is definitely dead. I'm surprised it's still a thing. In a sense. I'm surprised that it exists still. But maybe the death is slow. Or there's just enough people who use it, or like young kids, whatever. Young kids. I don't like TikTok. It's too much for me. I tend to hyper focus on things. Not hyper fixate on things. And I can get distracted. But I tend to actually stick to something for a really long time. And my focus is very hard to break. I tend to get more distracted and have a harder time focusing when I get used to... What is today? Today's the first one. Sorry. Like that. I genuinely was thinking about something else. So I can get distracted, but also I can also hyperfixate on something, which I tend to do more often, and get stuck on something and so focus into it that I feel like I've become the task. Ugh, ouch, my knee. So, TikTok, I feel like would fuck that all up for me. I feel like I luckily focus more on things, which still isn't really good. It gets in the way of a lot of other stuff. But I feel like TikTok would start to shorten and make me more distracted, and I feel like I'd have a harder time with that. Also, just too much information, going different videos back to back, just too much. And I also don't like a lot of the stuff that's gone on TikTok. So I think aside from Snapchat, which really is just because it's useless, TikTok, least favorite. And that's including Facebook and Instagram and I guess YouTube is a social media platform in a sense. Twitch. TikTok's at the bottom. Okay, imagine this. Poof, you died. You unfortunately wake up in hell. What person do you look forward to fighting in hell? I look forward to fighting. Damn, it's a lot of people. You know, if Adolf Hitler is not too far down, I take him out. He's done for. Kaputs. Okay? I take him out. I can't think of... I mean, there's a lot of people, though. Like, serial killers and... I don't know. There's a lot of people. That was the first one that came to mind. So. Mandela effect question. What's something you remember that no one else does? Or something you remember a certain way but other people don't? I mean, the most common one. How Bernstein Bears were spelled. Bernstein Bears. I don't know what else. That's weird. I could say some of high school, but I think it's also just like us forgetting things from high school. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. I need to fix that later. I keep thinking about it, so I have to fix it later. Yeah. That's all I got, really. I don't think about that very much, I think. So. I will take one more question. And, I think that'll be it for tonight. I hope this was still pleasant. Just kind of talking and stuff. And not gaming. I hope this was still pleasant and enjoyable for you. Yeah, I hope this was still pleasant and enjoyable for you guys watching. But yeah, I will take one more question, and that'll be it for tonight. It's so sad how SpongeBob is like kind of whack now. Like it's not good. You're having a good time. Good. That's good. I'm glad you're having a good time. I'm glad you're having a good time. Yeah. It's so sad that SpongeBob is now like recreated by... Take your time. I gotta think hard for this last question. Yeah, take your time. Oh, okay. They have like horror. I think a lot of people know this. They have horror artists now. And here's the thing. It's not a bad thing in itself to have horror artists in a different genre than what they're usually associated with. But I don't know. There was decisions made there that didn't make sense. It's not the artists in themselves that make the show bad. It's the decisions that are made around these artists and having nearly, I think, if not a whole team filled with horror artists. And I feel like that completely altered the show. Aside from even before that, the jokes, the thought process about it. It's not good. It's not good. How much money do you think you would need to buy my idea of happiness? They always say money can't buy happiness, like, you know, capitalism and shit. Yeah, I do. Okay. How much? It kind of depends. And the reason I say that is because it depends on where I am in life. It depends on what I'm trying to build at that time. Because I could be earning a ton of money, but only really using like a third of it for myself, if that makes sense. Like using majority of the money I have towards investing and building on the things that are making me money. So in a sense, first thingy makes money and use that money to build something else, and then also using some of that money as well from the first one to keep growing on the first one as well, and then the rest of that goes into the second idea, and then the second idea goes into the third one, which is more of like long-term investing. It's more kind of solid, like Roth. I was about to say that wrong. Roth IRAs. Maybe you could say stock investing. I don't know much about stocks. That's really loud. Okay. Yeah, Roth IRA, a traditional IRA, 401ks, real estate investment, just leveraging different things that could potentially pay you back. Dividends is a great one if you want like money back or cash flow. But really, from 1 to 2 to 3, and then the money that's been kind of circulated, then the last of it comes to me. So for me personally, if I had to give a number, I would say that for me to be comfortable, for me to be happy, in a sense, because money doesn't buy happiness, but money does give you more accessibility, and that's something that a lot of people need. They need more access to things. Healthcare, which not only, like, physically, mentally, the ability to go on a vacation, like, just being able to live and not feel like you're surviving. And so, to literally say money can buy happiness is maybe incorrect. Money can give you accessibility, and accessibility can help you feel happy. You know, the things you've always needed, the things you've always wanted to experience, you know, now you can do it. Now you can have it. Now you can participate in those areas of life without worrying about coming back to nothing, you know? So that's how I see it. I think it would take for me like 80K a year, and that's more so thinking about my longer term investments that I definitely want to get into. Yeah, longer term investments, and then a safety net. This is also saying like if I have my own home, so obviously paying for that, and another property, investments, streaming, YouTube and stuff, editing equipment, or having an editor, so on and so forth. Maybe 100,000, and I'm saying a year. There's people who make that like a month. And I wouldn't know what to do with that aside from just putting it into my various investments and like business ideas and stuff like that, and making sure that I have a safety net. So personally, it's hard for me to answer. Like, me as an individual, streaming, doing whatever, having these investments, you know, just getting by, no kids, definitely a pet, or two, maybe in a relationship, kind of thing, I'd say like 80K, which is also like necessity in some states, so that's also the other thing. And just having a safe car that doesn't further destroy the planet, for me personally. Yeah, so I'd say definitive answer, 100K a year, and then per month, I don't really know. I don't know. But we'll see. So yeah, that's kind of my answer to the money thing, to happiness. Because part of me now in my life is I'm content to an extent, but I want to do and achieve more. And I actually enjoy streaming. I kind of feel really good after coming off of these streams, even though it's like 2 or 3, maybe 5 people sometimes, I think. I'm not sure. And my gaming is like bad right now, and that's really the only frustrating thing for me right now. And I'm not very tech savvy. I'm really not. So this is all a big change in speed for me. But it is something I wanted to learn. I wanted to get past it. I wanted to improve it. Technology is going to keep getting bigger and bigger. At the rate, I don't know. But I do know that's going to be important for a while. So I'm just interested to see how this goes. Putting in as much effort as I can and as much effort possible to get this figured out. And trust me, I spent like 3 hours trying to figure out and fix the lag. So it's kind of disappointing that it still wouldn't work. mostly with the gaming. I hope that changes if I can finally fix it. But yeah. Technology kind of freaks me out. It feels weird. Like I have like 3 screens. My current phone, my old phone, and laptop, all kind of helping me see everything as like my monitors, and see the chat, and like it's a little bit overwhelming, but you know, it's not that bad. So anyways, I am definitely getting a headache and getting tired. I've been tired actually, but significantly tired right now. So I'm really hoping I can figure this out as to why this keeps messing up like this. Nonetheless, I hope you all... Oh yeah, I kind of lag here too. For some reason I can't see it on my current phone here. Like it's behind, but I don't see the lag after they appear. I see. So that's still lag. Oh. Cause I have it silenced, so I don't know exactly my movements and stuff, so I'm looking at it like, oh, it's only maybe a couple of seconds, but it's actually like a whole minute. And that's interesting. So to figure that out too. Well, more stuff for me to work on until like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. probably. Anyways, this was fun. They've all been fun, and I'm sorry also for not like really ending the last stream, because I kept hitting the wrong keys. But
have new money goals? Turn to the
I do want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, participating, asking questions, and I hope you have a great night, great sleep, stay hydrated, and the chat may be what lags then. The chat may be what's lags then. Interesting. I don't know either. But thank you though. Thank you for trying to tell me and help me. Okay. Well, like I said, good night. I hope you like the new backdrop. Although I'm gonna fix it because it fell. And have a great night. Have a great sleep. I'm going to eat. And also, if there's anything you want to see specifically, just shoot me a message. Don't be afraid. Feel free. Anyways, good night. And I've been thinking of a name in relation to this. And I've been thinking of captains, maybe. I'll explain another time. This has gone on long enough.